All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some breaking NFL news. It just came out a couple minutes ago here. It's looking like Baker Mayfield has found his new home, at least for the rest of this season. He has been officially claimed by the LA Rams, the 3-9 LA Rams. Right off the bat, I got to say, I like the move. I think it's a low risk, high reward type of move. Understanding where we're at in the season, 5 games left. Looking at the Rams' record, 3-9, they're not going to be winning the NFC West. They're not going to be making the playoffs. Understanding that there's a bunch of injuries at the quarterback position that the Rams are dealing with, why not take a swing? Also, we have to ask the question, did the LA Rams possibly undercut the 49ers by scooping up Mayfield now? Because of how the waiver system works, obviously the teams with the worst records get essentially first dibs, and it's kind of like the same idea as the NFL draft. So again, 3-9, you're going to have one of the first cracks at Baker. And we look at the 49ers, a team that's really trying to make a playoff push this season. Obviously, Jimmy G just went down. There was a lot of smoke, a lot of buzz. Hey, Baker to the Niners. A lot of people were, kind of suggesting that could actually work out. But he would have to pass through multiple teams like the Colts and the Saints and the LA Rams. Personally, I thought he was going to end up in New Orleans because that's a team with, I feel like, a really solid roster. Another team that's dealing with a bunch of injuries. But I feel like he's definitely an upgrade over Andy Dalton at this point. But, honestly, I think from the Rams' perspective, really, what are you getting? It's so tough because there's only five games left in the season. You have to take into account Baker's a quarterback. It's not like he could just show up this week and then just start the Sunday. He has to take time to learn the system. So I'm assuming Baker's probably going to be getting the last two to 3 games of the NFL season. Maybe for him it's going to be an audition for the Rams coaching staff. We already know that McVay and Baker Mayfield go way back to the combine. They hit it off. We know that those two guys are tight. So is it an audition for Mayfield with the LA Rams possibly next season, maybe in a backup type of role? Who knows? Maybe, he has an opportunity here to show to NFL teams, hey, this is what I can do in a really, really good offense with a really, really good play caller. Because obviously in Carolina, so many things went wrong. Matt Rule was fired. I mean, we all know what's going on in Carolina. But I will say this. I'm impressed with how Carolina kind of handled the situation. I think they really did. I think they did Baker Mayfield a solid, to be honest with you. Just saying, you know what? Number 1 overall pick. I feel like at this point, not necessarily a veteran, but you've played in enough NFL games. You're not really considered a young, up and coming prospect anymore. We're just gonna release you, waive you, so you can maybe have an opportunity somewhere else as opposed to sitting on the bench for the rest of the season. We're just going to move forward with the guys that we have. So I gotta commend Steve Wilkes, that Panthers organization, for not necessarily doing right by Baker, but just saying, hey, you know what? We're just going to do you a solid. See you later. So it should be interesting to see how it all plays out. Man, Baker Mayfield with the Rams. Crazy stuff to kind of think about. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, go Jets.